Well, it's yet another weekly Indie Game Friday, as I always have every single week. Haven't missed the streak at all. You know, what are indie games? I don't know. They're from the indies. Jump scare, man. Did I scare you? We're shooting in October, so you're kind of getting a little sneak peek, you know. Sneak peek, you know. Also, I need to remind myself that I need to... Hold on. Give me 2 sec. Here we go. Okay. Nice. Good. Now, I don't know... Well, I don't know anything about Slated Princess. I'll be quite honest. You know? Like, I don't know much. I just know it's a game. I know it's story-based. That's about it, you know? Okay, not Lay the Princess. I don't think that's the name of the game. I'm pretty sure at least that's not the name of the game. But yeah, I have the game installed. That's about it. We can play. We can play. That's the stuff. We can start the game and we can see what's up. Hey yo. Whoa, what's up with the game? Starting now. I don't have Rusty's retirement up. That is L strategy by me. I have to have Rusty's retirement up on the side, or else I'm not gonna get those achievements. Hold on, needs to boot that up too. Had sushi earlier, and oh boy, was it good! It was beyond good. It was like out of this world good. You know, it was just so good. Oh, it's this is not what it's supposed to capture. Okay. Yeah, this isn't the full screen application that it's meant to be opening, you know. Sushi on Tuesday, nice. That's gonna be good. But yeah, I don't know why it's scuffed. It's really scuffed. I don't know why it's like in the middle of the screen. I don't even understand what's happening. Oh. No, game capture. Capture any full screen application. Compared to this isn't full screen. Maybe I should have opened. What if I capture specific window, capture any full screen application, and then I go on to the Play the Princess game? It's not technically full screen right now, but I have to choose English. Black Tabby Games. You guys don't see it. Oh, let me just do this for now. Display capture for now until I get it working. A very good visual update, I know. Horror game, and it's not intended for all audiences. Oh, PC has to go away then. No premature endings. This is a love story. Okay. Accessibility. Oh my god. Ugh. Self-voicing. Deja vu sans. What's that? Lane spacing. Turn. Full screen. Aha. Now it's full screen, which means Megalovania starts playing. There we go. Yippee! 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 Oh, we got it. Okay, it's all good. Now, new game. Let's see. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Relay? Okay. Yeah, sure, yeah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Do I get context as to why? No? No? Oh. Whoa, that's a lot of choices. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Viva la revolution. Turn around and leave. Yes, give me context.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. Yeah.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay, I see. Yeah, please do tell.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Yeah, but okay. Do you have any? Okay, yeah.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature, and when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Okay. Can you back it up with a source? Maybe. Huh? Are you going to bed? Okay. Are you going to take your temperature? Okay, well, good night, I guess. But yeah, in 2 hours, you said? What is her, is there any alterations? Does she need more hairball treats? 3 hairball treats, together with what it says? Okay. I can manage that. Okay guys, reminder, feed the cat at 1 AM, okay? You guys help me remember that. In 1 AM, we feed the cat, okay? I made it up. Look, it's the cat. You know, we can... Yeah, okay. Hello? Where has she been? Just by you, or...? Has she been there all the time? Was she there when you came? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know she was in there. I thought she was with you. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I don't have a cat. That is true, PC. You don't. Me neither, says Martinian. Wow. Wow, says Vetel. How unfortunate to not have a cat, he says. In aspiration, in hoping that his friends also gets a cat at some point, because they're very mellow. But don't get a cat if you don't want to tend to a living being, because that's also work if you're not prepared. Okay, anyway. Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, he has some arguments. I'm just unsure if I agree to the arguments, if you know what I mean, you know. But sure, yeah. Can someone else do it?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay. Have you considered the relationship? Do I get a reward? Okay, I'm sold. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you may say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay. Calling it now, narrator is making the rules.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't have any... Okay, yeah. I don't trust him, he's British.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'll bring it with me in case.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Rude. Killer. How long have we been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I like choice-based games. I do. Like, I've played, Life is Strange and everything, and I like those. But this is like, I don't know, it's there's a vibe to this that I kind of like. Also, skip, auto. Oh, okay, it's just the last. Okay.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Oh, okay.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Yeah, this doesn't sound right. I do not trust the narrator.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner?
Hey,
She's wrong.
yeah.
This isn't about
I missed it.
trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Fuck, man. I can go the pussy route and just don't do any of the choices, but... Ah, fuck it, let's check out the chance.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Old lady is always correct. Okay, well, I'm busy.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
So even though aren't you a hero, just break it.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Is this Twitch safe? Just before I continue playing the game, is any of the imagery in this game Twitch safe? I don't want the game to just show off nudity or something. As an example. And then, like, you know, that being a Twitch thing, you know? Could somebody look that up for me if the game is Twitch friendly? Okay, it's friendly? Okay.
You cut into her flesh.
Why am I not a human? What's up with my hands? What the fuck am I? Hold on. Why am I not a human? I just noticed my hands. Excuse me?
The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Oh.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, but I'm not doing that. That's the narrator telling me I'm doing it.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No! Oh!
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Okay, good.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the game. Chapter 2.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Voice of the skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Theory. We got a theory going right here. Is the talking people right now, are they all my different personalities? Do I have multiple personality disorder or something? And then the narrator is like the one that is like in control the most, you know? Me has beaten the flea minigame. Very good, Ducky. GG. Very good. Very good. Well, a very good reward you got from it, though. So that's very nice. Very nice. Good stuff. Fleeny game. It's pretty good, the Fleeny games. Oh, yes.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you
No,
moving.
not bad. Yeah, Dodge was the one that took me the most tries as well.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
That is true, PC. I get some weird vibes here.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
It's a story-driven game, but it has some weird vibes to it. It's a horror game kind of thing, but there's some stuff that is a bit weird here.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
There is the villain and making the rules. I already called it earlier, but restarting now. Yes.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Restating, not restarting. Oh.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts. Just be quick about it.
Yeah,
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
No, the fourth is us, Martinian. It's us. We're the fourth one. The hero isn't us. We're the player. You hate that one?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
We're all in this together. I would just play that now. Just play that fucking High School Musical song in the background now, please. That's the next bit. Is there even achievements to this game? I just looked on Steam, it's 131 achievements. 131. How big is this game? I guess there's a lot of choices, but
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I thought Mr. I fought Mr. Tropio again. Silly guy. Dude, I love Tropio. He is a very silly guy, though. Very silly guy. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Okay.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
No.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
But as I mentioned, the narrator is another personality of us, the character. So he just wrote that.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Okay, this is different.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Hmm.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Damn it.
There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What the?
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
I'm not gonna take the blade this time.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again? Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon, Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
I think this is the DM forgetting what they did last session.
Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm trusting you. Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
I was thinking about that, actually.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Lady Princess. Damn. No.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Okay, yeah.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
What? And want to be the first version of me that you met?
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have.
Oh. I right-clicked, sorry.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Okay.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
What?
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Oh. I got an achievement.
Yes.
Become your own jailer. 40% have gotten that apparently. What the? Okay. The skeptic is me. Oh, well, that would make sense.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
No. Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. Nope.
That's rude.
Yep, okay.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Ah, yeah, I can read my heads off, of course.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
It's a pretty long chain, I'm just saying. Wow, that's true.
I don't like small talk, remember?
This sounds this a big programming.
Still rude.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass.
That's fine, Jonas.
Pass.
We know.
And pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
What?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Huh? Huh?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Huh?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't do this.
You are the princess.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Maybe I am the princess. Maybe, because I'm the only one who can kill myself, you know?
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's you. Got an achievement. 93% has gotten that one. Eight people leave by way of the hand's transportation system. I know, I just said. Despite everything, it's still you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What the?
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Pretty handy, haha, very funny, Mom.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Very sus.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to
Some
be.
people write Sisyphus because Sisyphus is hard to spell. Sisyphus. Sisyphus.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, Missklicked. Oh my god.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Everything, until we meet again. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay. Look. Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Okay. Bring the prisoner to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
You can skip previously seen this dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1. Okay. Before I continue, let me just grab myself something extra. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Right, I am back. Vetel was slain. You're grabbing yourself. On stream to us, Vetel said. He grabbed too hard, poor Vetel. I was about to make a terrible joke, but I will spare you all. Vetel said, but I like terrible jokes. Fine. He grabbed himself until he spilled milk and is now drowning. Wow. Original jokes, guys. But yeah. Yes, I finished my dishes.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yes.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path. And a cabin. And not just a cabin. The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
No, I'm misclicking.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh, that's clever! A little boring.
That's not what chapter 2 was called.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever.
It's the contrarian.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? He's getting fuzzy.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
No, the fourth person was us.
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
You're on a path in the woods.
They give me a hand, dude.
You're hit.
Oh my god. Okay, let's do what they want us.
You make your way up the short path.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. The interior. You take the blade from the door. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be... You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
But is it over? Really over?
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
The cat.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good.
This is what an
Everyone
ship
is happy.
like. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You'll be happy.
so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I was told this is not what an acid is like by someone who deft tripped on acid before, but I don't know.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
I'm happy, or so I'm told. Oh, you did it! You saved everyone!
You
Good
have
ending.
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. There's no going back now. You became Buddha.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Thank you.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here. How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, as long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before... Oh. Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. Seriously? You're just going to turn around? Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cat. Strange. It looks like this
How quaint.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying.
Oh well. Cabin it is. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
The cat was going onto the TV stand, which is probably not a good idea. Well, I have to leave the ride now. See ya all tomorrow. Yes, see ya on the game night, Jonas. Have a good night, mister. Yes.
The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabinet.
But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
This isn't the beach, it's a bathtub. What?
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Looking for the cat. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. There's a big fucking bug on the floor. Big ass bug. Sorry about that. There was a big ass scolopender on the fucking floor. Better to look for the cat than to cat for the look. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. 2 deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me. Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Ah, okay.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
You attempt once more to seize the princess, and once more you grip only cold, empty air as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Keller. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here, together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
No, it's not sexy, come on, man.
And yet it didn't. We're fine. You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon. Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist. But that's ours.
See you soon, killer.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor. Everything goes dark.
Oh, the Killua maneuver, yes.
And you die.
It wasn't too clean though. Oh, chapter 3. Okay.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her. You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice, those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the...
What? I didn't click.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange.
Terrible cabin.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shot?
No, I didn't click.
Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works. You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just
We will also earn the
stronger
profits from
than
running a
others.
bullshit factory. Oh my god, of course. A lot of bullshit can be made in due time, you know.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Here we go.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Machine is a hyperbole factor work on this. It's unfortunate, but overall manageable.
Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
No, what the fuck, Martin?
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Do we even have a choice?
You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now.
There is exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Great, see you in a jiffy.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her?
Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you? Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember this. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body till it is a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You have described me into submission. The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I walked to it. I placed your bloody hand on the door. I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
He's gone.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
What is happening to me?
Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of it. It's going to do something to us. You don't need to comfort them. Okay. So, this is all going to work out. Whatever makes you happy.
Okay. Me, big boy.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean.
It's a lot of choices.
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and the task of finding my vessels is your... I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything word. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself.
Oh my god, hello back then.
Driven heart.
How are you doing, master? How is life?
Do not mourn her.
Hope you've had a good Friday.
She isn't
so
alone
far.
anymore.
Well, it's past midnight now, but still, technically.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
It is good. What about you? I'm good too. I've been having some alright past weeks at work. Not anything else much changed, I'll be honest, but overall pretty good. Gonna celebrate with a community game night tomorrow for 7 years on Twitch, so that's good. Very nice.
We will meet again.
Bring the wraith to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here.
Okay. I think this is good enough. The game is interesting and all, but I am just going to be honest and say this is a good game to play off stream. It's not the best stream game, in my opinion. It can get really quick and dry with all of the narrative. And I'm more of a gameplay kind of guy, but I can see myself continue to play this off stream. It's just, it's not the best stream game, I think. But it is interesting. I will say as much. It is very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Well, I'm not gonna stream that now. Silly. You're telling me the visual novel isn't a stream game? Don't believe you. Okay. I got to write a PBR renderer for the PS5. It is really fun. Oh, that sounds really interesting. What the fuck? Ah, that's actually kind of interesting. What the hell? I wish we did cool stuff like that when we went to school, but it's sad. We didn't do anything like that. We did systemtänkning and used Stella. You know, stuff like that. It's you know, did we need that? I don't think so. I don't think we needed that. I do not think we needed that at all, you know. Um. I'm not sure, Martina. I'm not sure. I was. Some good bits. Can you think like a washing machine now? Yes, of course. I am a washing machine down under. You see, you can't see it under the clothing, but I can just, and then you can put in clothes, and then you know, I go and I clean them inside my body. I go like, and when it's at the end of the program, I go like shake, shake. You know, it's very vibrating. You know, but yes, yes, PC. We can spin the wheel and we can see if it's a short game or not. I do need to wake up early tomorrow. Like actually wake up early tomorrow, so I shouldn't be up as late as last night. That was probably not a good idea. I had like 2 hours of sleep. So we're gonna try to not replicate that if possible. I think that's probably a smart idea to not do that. I'm just gonna say, but oh shit. I'm gonna try and grab all the games here. There we go. What? What is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. The copy didn't work at all. What the fuck? Okay. We're gonna add in a new game. There we go. And then I will select all of them if it can be selected. There we go. And then we will do spin the wheel. Wheel of names. Last thing I used the wheel of names for was the giveaway that we had. Okay, there we go. Plushy wheel, add it to here. You guys see it. You guys do see it. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle it a bit. Okay, we got it shuffled. I only slept 6 hours, which is equivalent to 2 for you. Let's say, hypothetically speaking. But I wanted to read the manga. I could hypothetically achieve this. When I read it on Manga Dex. That's what it was called. Slept 6 hours, but I had an interesting dream, so I went back to sleep for another 6 hours. That is insane, PC. I have finished Silksong Pac-Man. I have finished the game 100%, but there are still 3 achievements missing that I need to get, and the 3... I haven't been on Manga Dex for a while though, so I don't know if it's turned shit or not, but if it has turned to shit, that's unfortunate. It's okay. The one I'm missing is complete the game 100% in under 30 hours, which is very doable. That's no issue. But I'm trying to do it in the same playthrough as finish the game in Steel Soul mode and finish the game in Steel Soul mode at 100%. And it's really difficult because Silksong is way more difficult than Hollow Knight. You know, I've been struggling. I had a few streams now. I've done 4 attempts, and the last 2 attempts were 3+ hours long, and then I died. So all progress just like could be worse. So I could lose progress at like 20+ hours, and then it would feel worse at that point. But yeah, you get the point. You don't want to read the manga. That's spoilers for the anime. It only links to Viz, but there is no more anime. I finished it. My God, it's the big issue of being an anime watcher, mostly. Is because that's why mostly when I watch a new anime, I want to also kind of wait until it's like fully out before I watch it. Like I watched Demon Slayer because PC recommended it, and that got me into reading the manga. And then I've read all the manga now, and now I don't want to watch the anime until the entirety of the anime is completed. Same with My Hero Academia. Me and Smelly watched up to season 5, 4, when that was out and new, I think. And now we're kind of waiting until it's finally done, and then we can, watch it. So manga is 4 times as long. Yes, I believe it's something like that. Would make sense. Either way, we need to spin the wheel. So shuffle a bit more and spin. Next game, if it is short, we can probably do it now. If it's not short, we won't do it now. I can't really see, it's so small on my screen. Snake Pass. Snake Pass is an interesting game. Very interesting game. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. That is a game that came out. That was like a launch title to the Switch. But it's been out for a while. But I do have it, I think. Let me just grab the plushie wheel. Tag there. Okay, I'll remove Snake Pass. Where is Snake Pass in here? Snake Pass. There, I have Snake Pass. Okay. It's difficult to know which fucking games I have and not, you know. Okay, I now officially have Snake Pass, and Snake Pass is now officially the new game. What is up with that? Green? Why is it highlighted this? Snake. Oh, it's search. Oh, okay, that's why it searches up. Okay, so Snake Pass. I have it on my Steam, I assume. Snake Pass, yeah. When did I get Snake Pass? Of course, it doesn't tell me that right now, but... Okay, well, it's there. So that will be the next game we will play then on the next Indie Game Friday. Which is going to be interesting because I like the gimmick of it. It is an interesting gimmick of a game, so I think it will be fun. You snakes, I gotta go to bed. Good to see you. You too, Backman. Have a good night of sleep, mister. Have a very good night. Sleep, fuck, I can't talk. Sleep like some who sleeps. Very, how should I put it? Philosophical of you, Martinian. Very philosophical. I have almost all games owned. There's just like maybe 5 to 10% of the games on the list here that I don't own. So I do have quite a lot actually. I was planning not to, but now I will. Oh, that's good. Retarded? Yeah, I am retarded. I am for sure retarded. Well, due to the length of it, as PC mentioned, hopefully it would be a very good one stream game, because then I can finish it in one stream, hopefully. No, you are retarding. Okay, I'm sorry. Retarded. Fuck, I can't talk. It's probably good if I go to bed soon. The cat is meant to get fed in like a little bit too, so I think it's a good time to drop out from here. But yeah, I thank you all for joining in. Understandable that it was a short stream, even though I started late today. I kind of had to, because Melly, worked late today, and we had to eat some food when she got back, so it was kind of just late overall. But for the next Indie Game Friday, which might be next Friday, we'll see, we will be playing Snake Pass, and it will most likely be fun and good and longer than 2 hours, so that is something. But once again, I thank you guys for watching. I'll be hopping off for now. Yes, before I go, PC, what is it? What dost thou need to inquire? How's my farm? It's good, I guess. I've just left it on automated. I'm just trying to get the... I'm still trying to get the achievement for 250,000 harvests. So just let it be. It's on 200,000 now, so we're kind of getting there. We're kind of getting there. So it's just like we're letting it cook. We're letting it cook. It'll eventually get there. So I'm gonna have to replant some myself, because the bot that replants is very slow. So I have so many farms on my fucking thing. So there we go. That's better. But yeah, as mentioned, I will have to see you guys later. I might pop into the okay, there we go. I might pop into the Discord later if need be. I need to just get myself ready for some stuff first, but if possible, I might join into Discord if people want to hang. But that's, Ducky talked to me earlier about stuff too, so might even end up doing that, but we'll see. for now, I'll go feed the cat. So, thanks for watching. I'll have to catch you guys for the next Inning on Friday. But do remember, tomorrow is community gaming night. Everybody welcome. We're going to be playing different games. So we're going to start with Lockdown Protocol. And if you don't own Lockdown Protocol and you are joining tomorrow, do tell me and I can gift you the game. You can join in. It's max 16 people. And at the moment, I think we have like 12 to 13 if everybody interested will be joining. So that's good. I know some won't be joining at the start, but we'll be joining like maybe an hour in. So yes, everybody welcome, and I really do hope everybody can join in because it's fun, and I hope we can do it as mentioned, celebration for 7 years on Twitch. So that would be very good. But yeah, thanks again. Sorry about the short stream, but I hope you've had a good time regardless. So see you all later. Have a nice one. Expedition 33 on Monday, by the way, Martini and PC, just so you guys are prepared for that. So that will be very good. Look forward to that. Very good. Expedition on Monday. Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yo. Yippee, yay, yippee, yo. So that means monolith time. Monolith time. Woo, woo, woo. That's gonna be good. Looking forward to that, to say the least. Will be very nice. Finally continuing after over 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks at that point, so that's gonna be good. Hopefully I haven't lost the parry flex, you know. Hopefully not, but yeah. Regardless, I'm stalling for time. I'll see you guys later. Maybe you will do, Martina. Anyway, bye bye.